Deal. They are the proven leader in the weight loss industry, and what an incredible transformation. Look at this. Laura lost 30 pounds in 6 months. This is why we trust Nutrisystem. They've been around for more than 50 years. Lindsay lost 47 pounds in 12 months. Tara lost 26 pounds in 7 months. And guys love it too. Mike lost 65 pounds over 2 years. Look at his before and after. Don't they look so much more vivacious, alert, and energetic and happy in that after photo? And that could be you if you take the first step today. This is a brand new smart deal from Nutrisystem, and here's what I want you to know. Usually our smart deals maybe last a few days, sometimes they even last a few weeks. This smart deal is for today and today only. It's such a limited opportunity buy. We wanted to get it in on this wonderful Wednesday so you can take advantage of a 20-day program. Here's how it works. You get breakfast, you get lunch, you get dinner, and you get snacks for 20 days. That's Monday through Friday for 4 weeks. You're gonna be on your own on the weekends. You're gonna add your own fruits and vegetables, but this is everything that you need right here. It's a complete system, and it's everything that you love to eat already. Look at all the wonderful food we have out here. There are spicy noodles. There is mac and cheese with sausage. There's rotini, there's raviolis. There's lasagna with meat sauce. There's incredible barbecue chicken. There's pizza, there's chocolate, there's chili, there's cookies, there's snack bars. And every day of the week, Monday through Friday, you have all the meals that you need for an incredible value. This is one of the best values we've ever offered on a 20-day meal plan, and it's here today as our smart deal for a very limited time only. So it's $199.95. You have 3 flexible payments, and it also is available on free shipping and handling. There's just one more thing I want to mention. If you're someone who's saying right now, gosh, I might have more than 10 pounds I would love to lose, then I'm going to encourage you to sign up for Autoship. If you say yes to Autoship, you'll have 4 future shipments, and that way you never run out of all the food that you need, so we can get you started on the track to success. It only takes 1 phone call. Today's your day. I'm sure you're watching for a reason, and I want you to hear from someone who knows, who's been there in the trenches with you. Her name is Kathy Levin. She's been a huge part of our network here at HSN over the last few decades, and I'm sure you recognize her not only as a television host, a health and wellness expert, but as someone who knows what it's like to struggle with weight loss. She's been a longtime fan of Nutrisystem. She's gonna tell you everything you need to know today. So let's bring Kathy in, because Kathy, this is always such an incredible opportunity when we get to partner with Nutrisystem to come up with one of the best values you'll find anywhere. There she is. Kathy, you look amazing. Great to see you.
Well, happy zip up your pants day. It's time, Sarah, for all of us who have struggled with this terrible 2 years. But in the last month, I know you're in Florida. I live in Pennsylvania. But even Florida had a cold snap. But up here, we had snow, 9 degrees, horrible weather, and they closed the gyms, they closed the schools, they closed everything. So what did we do? We came inside, we sat down in front of the TV, and we ate. So on top of whatever weight you have for COVID, whatever weight you've been carrying since whenever, now there's more. And there just comes a point, Sarah, where we have to say, enough. I have to get rid of it. I have to get healthier. I need to feel better. And let's focus on where you might be going in the next 60 to 90 days. You might say, well, I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to the doctor. You think I want to weigh in and have the doctor say, you gained 30 pounds since I last saw you. That cholesterol is up. Boy, oh boy, that sugar's crazy. We're not guaranteeing that we're going to lower any of those levels, but I can tell you when you drop weight, those numbers usually follow suit, and you end up looking better, but feeling better and being healthier. Well, you've been through every program under the sun. There's no question we have done it all. I've been on the ice cream diet, the popcorn diet. I've been on all the high protein, low carb, you name it, and nothing ever worked long term. this program worked for me because it gave me the foods I love. Now, when's the last time someone allowed you to have a creamy baked potato, probably 2 of them, with butter, sour cream, bacon bits, all the stuff you love? No, they make you eat a plain little baby potato. This is the most yummy stuffed loaded potato. But Sarah, if I may, why don't we go through a couple of the items that you'll get, because they're color coordinated and they're pantry stable for a year. Can we do that?
Let's do that. Should we start with the yellow group? We can start right here. And by the way, already Autoship is our most popular offer. I do want you to know that once this smart deal expires, it's gone. And then the incredible Nutrisystem value is not coming back until the next time you see it here on HSN. So if you love the idea of getting started, I really think this is such a great value. So here's the yellow department. Let's talk about what does it mean if your packaging is yellow. Now everybody's getting every color of the rainbow because you're getting enough food for 20 days. But why do we need the yellow?
Well, the yellow is sunshine. That's your breakfast, your morning. Wake up and be excited, because here's a couple things. Biscotti Bites. Think about biscotti. You dunk it in your coffee, but you can also have a yogurt. We're not just giving you these. Maple brown sugar oatmeal. We have NutriFlake cereal, Apple Strudel Bar. If you need to hit and run, you got to get up and go. You're always late like me, you oversleep. The alarm goes off at 7 and all of a sudden it's 20 of 8 and you're like, oh my gosh, I got to go. Grab a bar and go. You also get a peanut butter granola bar, a harvest nut bar, double chocolate muffin, blueberry muffin, apple walnut oatmeal, and you also get a granola cereal. This morning, I sprinkled the granola cereal on my yogurt with blueberries. But look at that ooey gooey yummy bar you're pulling apart. These are so packed with flavor, and there's sugar and salt taste to you. It's chewy, it's crunchy, it's all those feel-good textures, and it's filling. But here's the cool part, Sarah.
Wow.
After breakfast,
I've got to eat some of this right now. It looks too good to pass up. I have to say, and the wonderful thing, Kathy, is that you don't have to sacrifice the flavors. You get all that satisfying, incredible crunch and the sweetness and the chewy, ooey goodness. That's all you need to get started, right, Kathy? So that is the yellow. And you can add something from your refrigerator, right, Kathy? You could add a fruit or maybe even a yogurt in the morning if you want.
You can have eggs. You can make an egg white omelet and throw in mushrooms, peppers, onions. You can make the kind of food you love. It's just we pre-measure so that you don't end up eating one of those enormous cinnamon buns that has 800 calories. We give you your cinnamon bun, but we give it to you in what they would call a measured portion, because that's really the problem, Sarah. We lose sight. You open up the bag, you intend to eat 2, 3, and you end up eating the whole bag. And I'm a clean your plate girl. I always felt that if there was just a little bit left, why leave it? So I would eat the last 2 cookies in the bag. There's 3/4 of the popcorn gone. Might as well finish it. We give you a real portion of popcorn. So you get your fill, you get your little crunch and salt kick, but you don't go crazy. It really comes down to watching what you eat, but we do the watching. You just eat. And you know, here are some of the things. You're looking at some of the spicy noodles.
This is the blue category, right? Everyone's getting all these wonderful foods in the blue wrapper. What does the blue mean, Kathy?
Blue is lunch and red is dinner, and my favorite color, purple, is dessert. But let me tell you something. You don't just get breakfast, lunch, and dinner, because there's a lot of hours in between breakfast and lunch, and most of us tend to get crazy. We want to go pick at something. Have you ever gone to the refrigerator like 10 times to see if anything has magically appeared? And it hasn't, of course, but you're looking. And then what you do is, well, I'll just have a half a bagel. We give you, in addition to your breakfast, about an hour and a half to 2 hours later, we give you a morning snack. You get something which is just fabulous. We tell you exactly what to do. And by the way, the men get extra. It's good to be king. The guys get it. I'm reading this. The guys get an extra morning snack, and they get an extra something in the afternoon. But so you have your breakfast, your yellow sunny breakfast. Then you have your mid-morning snack.
Okay.
And then your blue is lunch. Blue is lunch, and that's where you get the loaded baked potato, the mac and cheese with white cheddar, the spicy kung pao noodles, which I happen to love if you love spice. You get a cheesy flatbread with garlic. It's like when you go to the restaurant and you all order those flatbreads at the table, and you get your own flatbread. And then you still add to it. You can have a salad. You can have a veggie. You're supposed to have vegetables all day long, so you get that. And then right after lunch, Sarah, about 2 hours in, what do we all start doing? Well, if you're at the office, you start doing your little, going to the vending machine, grabbing some pretzels, you start grazing again, and that's where it all comes on. I have found that this program gives me the munchies that I will get, but it gives them in a portioned control way, so I don't end up overeating. So after lunch, about 2 hours, you can have some almonds. You can have an apple with some peanut butter or almond butter on it. You can't have the whole jar, but you get enough to get you through, let's say 3:30, 4 o'clock. And then when you're home, 6:30, 7 o'clock, now it's time for dinner.
Right.
Dinner is the red.
Red, okay. You're working your way, and all these meals are included. You have breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks for 20 days. So Monday through Friday, you don't have to think about a thing. You don't have to go grocery shopping. Here's some of the dinner items that we have. Ravioli with meat sauce, lasagna with meat sauce. I am dying. This is so delicious. I'm gonna take a bite in a minute. We have this creamy chicken Alfredo. We have mac and cheese with a turkey sausage, and we have a thick crust pizza. Everything is easy to prepare at home. So we've got some amazing dinners, and there's still the purple category, and that's gonna be your desserts too.
Oh, please, let's talk about the unbelievable chocolate, nutty, oh my gosh, sea salt square. This is like when you're on the boardwalk in Atlantic City and you stop into that taffy store and you buy the fudge with the nuts and the sea salt and the caramel. This is so yummy. And one of my favorite things is the lemon cooler. It's a big, thick, chewy lemon cookie. And then we have pretzels, because maybe instead of sweet, you're looking for salty. We give you all the flavors and the textures so that you can always have your cravings met. And you know, I have to tell you,
Yum.
it is delicious to look forward to after dinner while you're watching TV and somebody else in the family is chowing down on a whole sleeve of cookies, or they're eating whatever it is they eat at night, the tub of ice cream. You do get your dessert. This is the lemon cooler I was talking about. We also have a shortbread cookie. We have pretzel nuggets. These pretzel nuggets are delicious because sometimes you want crunchy and salty. So we give you such variety. You are not on the dog diet. You know what the dog diet is? Your dog eats the same thing every day in most cases.
Exactly.
You can only live on the dog diet so long because then you just get tired of it. We do not cause diet fatigue. We keep you interested, excited. I honestly go to bed at night saying, I know I'm having my granola or my yogurt with berries tomorrow. I know I'm having my muffin and then I'm going to have a hard-boiled egg. I know what, and I'm excited about it. And it's okay to get up. And when you see the scale start to move down, and down and
That's
down,
right.
I'm telling you, there's nothing more exciting. It is so wonderful to start to feel back in control, back on track.
Absolutely.
Feeling healthy and proud of yourself.
You
I want to tell you something,
will.
Sarah.
And
There's no question.
sometimes,
Go to the supermarket.
yeah, I was just, yeah.
That's
it is
10 pounds. Carry that around for a while. Go to the supermarket and just carry it on your shoulders for a little bit. Carry it on your back or your hips. That on your knees. That hurts. So you take this 10 off and suddenly you say, how come I'm walking up the steps better?
Yeah.
How come I'm bending down to play with the kids better? Work.
That's the magic of Nutrisystem. And I want you to see these results. This is a proven system. If you eat the food, you lose the weight. It's just about giving it a try. Look at Linda. She lost 80 pounds in 12 months. Look at her after photo. Look at how much slimmer, how much more vibrant, how much more energized. They all look happy. They all look like they're ready to just take that little extra stroll around the block or take a couple extra dance classes at night with their loved one. They're ready to enjoy life. They're ready to get back in the game. They're ready to spend time with their children, their grandchildren. Brian lost 86 pounds in 10 months. Amanda lost 100 pounds, lost an entire person. And again, over time, it took you a while to gain the weight. It's not gonna come off overnight, but if you just need that little kickstart, if you just need, you know what, I just need to be pointed in the right direction. And once you see how easy this is, Monday through Friday, you have breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, and dessert. You're done. Everything you need, you can take to work. Everything you need, you can put in your backpack. Everything you need, you can heat up in the microwave or prepare at home. There's no shopping, there's no cooking, there's no thinking. You don't have to weigh your food. You don't have to count your calories. You don't have to fill out little forms on an app. You don't have to take pictures of your food. You don't have to journal. Because most of the reasons why those other diets don't work is they're impossible to follow. Maybe for a day, maybe for a week, but over the long term, you need a plan. Let Nutrisystem set you up for success. And here's our offer today. It's a smart deal, which is about what a today's special can be. It's our very best value, but it's for limited time only, and we only have enough for today. So this is not a smart deal you're gonna see on air tomorrow or the next day or the next day. It's a one-day smart deal. So I really encourage you, take this first step. We're gonna make it easy for you. We're gonna offer flexible payments. Those are monthly interest-free payments on any major credit card of choice. You make your first payment, we ship it to you right away. By the way, you're getting all of this food. I don't even know if we can fit it into one entire shot. This is all the food. You get every color of the rainbow, from yellow to blue to red to purple, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, snacks, and desserts. You get all of it. You get all this food for less than $200. This is 4 weeks of food for $200. Let me ask you this. Can you go to the grocery store right now and buy 4 weeks of food for $200? Let me tell you, not with the prices at the grocery store right now. I about had a heart attack when I found out what my grocery bill was gonna be for 1 week. It was $300. And I said to my husband, what did we buy? Did you buy wine? No. Did we buy anything else that was like super fancy or expensive? No, that's just the price of groceries today. So we are busy. 2 ways to place your order. Most of you are choosing Autoship. And here's what I recommend. If you have more than a few pounds to lose, then you will want to stay on the program, and you're going to want to lock in one of the best values we've ever offered on a 20-day complete meal system. So with Autoship, you'll receive a new shipment every 30 days. So that way you stay on the program. You never run out of food, you never have to go to the grocery store, and it's always on free shipping. So you get this amazing value if you say yes to Autoship. Now you can cancel Autoship at any time. So maybe after 2 months or 3 months, you're like, okay, I'm good. I love my new weight. I'm ready to sort of venture out on my own. I've got a real good idea of portion control and what types of food to be eating. I've got all the nutritional experts and all the wonderful research of the dietitians from Nutrisystem to get you started. You can cancel that at any time. But if you just are trying it for the single shipment, which is like, just give me the 20 days, I just want to get started, here's what we have for the rest of the hour. We have 300. We have 300 remaining in the single shipment. I do expect that to sell out very, very quickly. So it's a wonderful time to jump in. And I want you to hear from someone who is near and dear to our hearts here at HSN, and I'm sure you will recognize her. Take a listen to Marie Osmond.
Today could be the day that changes everything for you. The day you decide to take control and empower yourself to get healthy and finally take care of you.
I was really hoping Marie would talk a little bit longer so I could start eating. But you know what? I'll let Kathy Levin do the talking. But that's Marie Osmond, lost 50 pounds with Nutrisystem. And that's what we love about this system, Kathy, that this is proven. This is something that's been around for 50 years. And every year, right, they're adding more research. They're adding more new recipes to their offering. This is not the Nutrisystem that you had 5 or 10 years ago.
I'm going to be honest. if you were on the program over 10 years ago, there's virtually nothing in this plan that is the same. It has all been improved. You never had rotini and chicken. You never had any of these fabulous creamy chicken Alfredo. And by the way, I do want to talk about Marie for a moment, but when you talk about how am I going to stack all that food, you can stack this up so easily. And I take a big bowl and put all my breakfast stuff in the bowl. And then my lunches, it's bars and soups, etc. And the mac and cheese and the loaded potato, they all come in these little containers. And all you do, by the way, is shake them up. Usually you add water and put them in the microwave for 45 seconds. That's how fast and easy these are to make. There's nothing here that's baking for an hour. There's nothing here that requires adding anything. It's just water. But they stack easily. But I want to mention, I like talking about Marie because I've worked with Marie several times, and she's absolutely breathtakingly beautiful. And you look at her and you say, how could she ever have been heavy? But Marie's mom was extremely overweight and was very sick. And on her deathbed, she said to Marie, I took care of all you kids. I did everything for everybody but myself. Don't you dare do that about your life. Your kids need you. You need to be here. So Marie took that to heart. And it's true. We all have tragedy. We all have some terrible thing that goes on in life. We do. We all have illness. This last 2 years has been horrible. You can't see a loved one in a nursing home. You haven't been able to visit someone in a hospital. Many of you are caregivers. It has been all about the other person, tragedy, sadness. It's all been about, oh my gosh, comfort eating. And now we're saying, okay, it's my turn. I can't change some of those problems, but I can control what I do. I can control what I eat. And if you're like me and you can't control what you eat, you cannot get away from picking and choosing all the junky stuff because it tastes good. We give you the taste good food. That's the truth. You get delicious meals that will make you feel full, comfortable, happy. They will sustain you. You will not find yourself starved in the middle of the day, and you will be able to stay on this.
These are real people. These are real people with real results. And take a look at these pictures. What would it feel like if in 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, a year from now, you took a picture of yourself and you could see the difference, or you could feel how much better you felt in your own body. You could feel more energized. You could feel more active. You could feel more light on your feet. You might feel like taking an extra lap around the lake, or you might feel like playing with the grandchildren or jumping on your bike. It could be you, but it can't happen unless you place your order. And we want to make this really easy. So if you can, go to hsn.com, just type in that item number 083507. You're going to choose single shipment or auto shipment. Now here's the update. Most of you are saying yes to auto ship, which is a really great place to make sure that you're locking in this price. Usually smart deals last several days, several weeks. We only have one show remaining on the day, and that's all we have left. It's a very limited opportunity. I just tried the sausage mac and cheese, which was like at the top of my list, Kathy, because I was like, okay, this looks like way too good, way too creamy, way too flavorful to be in a weight loss program. But because it's prepared by registered dietitian, and it's the right portion, I can enjoy. It's so good. By the way, that's real turkey sauce, real turkey sausage in there. And I can see how big and chunky those pieces are. So it is delightful, it is flavorful, it's satisfying. And Kathy, what I would love to know is, what was the turning point for you? Like, how do you help anyone who's watching say, you know what, I kind of got off track, and certainly we all did, all of our lives have been disrupted. How did you know, okay, it's time, today's the day?
By the way, the rotini with the chicken is awesome. Sarah, for people who don't know me, I was born normal, but for some reason I just went into eating as a hobby. And I weighed about 169 pounds, 167 pounds when I was 12. I was the biggest girl in the class, not the tallest, just the heaviest. Had a terrible time in gym. totally not chosen for the sports, even though I'm athletic, not easy to haul around 167 pounds. And my mother took me to the meetings, the famous meetings. I was 12 years old. I didn't have a driver's license. My mother had to take me and pick me up every Monday for the weigh-in, et cetera, et cetera. And that got old. She had to pack my lunch. She had to make my dinners. And of course, you know, as a kid, you lose interest in that and you pack it back on. Well, then I went into the ice cream diet and I tried everything under the sun, everything. I went to the places where the food was available there. I just can't tell you, nothing worked for me. And then my husband and I took this trip, and we took it to, I can't remember, he tells me, I believe it or not, I think it was Thailand. And there's one picture that Nutrisystem didn't want me to show. I was sitting on my husband's lap, and you couldn't see my husband. He's trim. He weighs 160. He's always been in great control and great shape. And I'm sitting on him with this huge tire around my middle. And I was absolutely shocked when I saw the photo. And my husband said to me, listen, I love you no matter what. I'll take you at 130. I'll take you at 230. I don't care. But I don't think you're happy. I just get that you're not happy. He said, I really think you need to address what's going on. And so Nutrisystem was the next logical step because it's the only one I hadn't done. And I'm talking, I don't know, like 12 years ago. So I went on the program and I lost 19 pounds, and that inspired me to get back into control. And that is the only program I can tell you 12 years later, I am the same. I have not gained the weight. Now, do I occasionally go off the rails? You bet. I was in Florida for 3 days. There wasn't a key lime pie that didn't have my name on it. So, yeah, I had a ball. I packed on 3 pounds, came home instantly, back on program. 3 pounds is off in the 5 days. I can't say that's going to happen for you, but I can only tell you that for me, this works because the food is tasty and it gives me exactly what I want. I like a chewy bar. I play tennis. And on days when I play 2 sets of tennis, two games, hour and a half, in between, I grab my bar at 12 o'clock. That
Look
gets
at the
me
size
through
of this bar.
time.
This is not
They're
a small
delicious.
bar. These are like
these are not
everything
mini
that you want right out of the vending machine. They've got all the caramel, all the crunch. Look at this big, big side of chocolate. They're gonna be chewy, they're gonna be ooey, they're gonna be good, and you're not gonna feel like you're missing anything. And that's what you want from a great weight loss program. There's a reason why for 50 years, Nutrisystem is still the #1 at-home weight loss program. They're #1. If you eat the food, you lose the weight. Think about how many other diets and plans and programs come and go. There's one that's been here for 50 years, and that's why so many of you trust Nutrisystem. These are going very quickly. If you do want the single shipment, let me just show you all the food one more time. If you want the single shipment, we have fewer than 300. So 275 remaining, and that's if you just want the 20 days, and that's all you need to get started. Otherwise, I would say yes to Autoship. Autoship just gives you future shipments as you wish that you get to lock in at the Smart Deal price. When the Smart Deal expires or sells out, which is probably gonna happen today on both of those instances, the price goes up another $70. So I don't want you to spend another penny more than you have to, but I wanna go ahead and get out to our phones. You're getting breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, and dessert. Look, we don't even have a big enough camera to cover the entire selection of all the items you're gonna get. This is everything you need. There we go. That's about as wide as it gets for 20 days. So congratulations, all of you. I'm so excited for you. This is gonna be a whole new start. It's gonna be a whole new year, a whole new you. So welcome to Nutrisystem. Let's say hi to Ken. Ken is going to join us. Ken, you're live on HSN with Sarah and Kathy Levin. Welcome. Ken, do you have Do you have a Nutrisystem story?
Oh, yeah. You know, I was pretty much like everyone else. I tried all of the diets out there. I yo-yoed, and I kept putting on the weight, and I felt so unhealthy. And well, not just felt unhealthy, I was unhealthy. I couldn't go up the stairs, and I just got fed up. But I used to see Nutrisystem commercials. And I didn't believe it because we see all of these other commercials and they give these big type of success stories. And for the most part, they don't work. I was amazed when I started Nutrisystem on how good the food tastes. Because I was so used to eating the cardboard food, the rice cakes and so forth. I couldn't believe that you can eat hamburgers and pizza and still lose weight. It's amazing.
And Ken, what was it like? What was it like when you first started to see results?
Other people started to see results before I did. People started telling me, you would come in the room and they would go, "Oh my God, are you losing weight?" And I guess I am. My clothes started feeling better. I started feeling much better. You don't know how bad you feel until you feel good. And
that's wonderful.
And I told myself I would never go back there. Now I go and do things like I just took a cruise, and you know how that is. I ate like I wanted to eat, and then I come back home, and if I have put on a couple pounds, I get back on Nutrisystem, and the weight comes off again.
Wow.
Yep.
Go ahead, Kathy.
Well, I see it in your face, the vibrancy. You also look a whole lot younger. Don't you feel like you suddenly have shed not just pounds, but years, because that vibrancy, your skin glows, you have that happy look, and nothing beats a couple compliments from your friends and coworkers when they see you looking slinky like this.
I can't tell you how good it feels when someone come up to you and you can see the shock on their face when you tell them how old you are. I was 63 years old in that picture, and I've had guys come up and say, "Oh my God, really? I'm 45. I thought you were younger than I am."
Listen, if I thought I could lose 65 pounds in 20 years, I'd go for that myself. But fabulous, and you look so great, and you're so enthusiastic. I know you've helped a lot of people over the fence, and I think that's great. Thank you so much for that.
Okay, yeah, you're welcome. And one of my things also, losing weight, looking great is great, but it's also a huge part of this is getting healthy. That I can't stress that enough. People with the high blood pressure and all of these conditions, some of these things can be solved or at least helped if you take the weight off.
That's a great point, Ken. And Ken, before we let you go, what would you say to anyone watching who is like, I don't know, I've seen so many weight loss programs advertised. How do I know that Nutrisystem is the right call? What would you say to anybody who's on the fence?
I would say try it. I would say that the hardest thing that you have to do in losing the weight is to get started. That is the hardest thing, is to make that phone call and to start eating the food and following the program. Once you start that, it will become second nature, and eating those small portions will become a way of life. And once you lose that weight, once you feel the way you feel and you keep it off, I have lost the weight. I guess it's been about 4 or 5 years now. And once you lose that weight, you never want to go back to that person again.
Well, Ken, I'm so glad you found Nutrisystem, and I want to thank you from the bottom of our heart here at HSN for sharing your story with us. You're an inspiration to so many.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
All right, Ken, take care.
Bye, Ken.
And keep it up. But he brought up a really good point, and that is there really isn't anything more important than your health. And I know that we haven't thought more about our health over the last 2 years than we ever have in the past. So it's a wonderful time to just take the plunge. Let me do this really quick. I want to show you everything that you're getting, and then we'll go back to Kathy to tell you more. But you're getting breakfast. You are getting lunch. You're getting dinner. It's all color-coded to help you kind of through the day. You're getting snacks and you're getting dessert for 20 days. That's really, think about it as like 4 weeks. Monday through Friday, breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, and dessert, you're good to go. You can add your own fruits and vegetables. You can add some of your own dairy if you want a yogurt, if you want an egg, or if you want to snack on some cheese. You can create your own additional food items at home, but this is the core. This is everything that you need. They've taken all the guesswork out of it. You don't have to look up a recipe. You don't have to weigh your food. You don't have to cook the food. You don't have to go shopping for the food. Gosh, shopping is such a chore these days. You don't have to schlep it into the house. We're actually gonna deliver it to you. It's going to be on your doorstep, and you're gonna stock that pantry with free shipping and handling. So for those of you that are saying yes to Autoship, congratulations. With Autoship, you basically lock in this price on all future shipments, and you'll get maybe one a month, or you can change the schedule, or you can cancel that at any time. But the wonderful thing about saying this to Autoship on a smart deal is that you're never gonna pay a higher price. You lock in this great, great value, and smart deals are always the best value, the best time to shop. So I hope you go to hsn.com. I hope you give us a call. If you already are a big fan of Nutrisystem, you wanna share your story, we'll open up our testimonial line to as many of you as we can get in over the next 25 minutes. And then we have 2 hours of great beauty products with beauty bioscience and a look at our today's special. But if you want Nutrisystem, there is no other show scheduled because we are getting so limited. If you do want the single shipment, which is just the sort of 20-day back to you, we get it out to you, you get started. We have about 200 of you that can take advantage of that. So, Kathy, to anyone who's watching that's wondering if this is for them, who is this for? Men, women, is it any age, any size, any weight loss goal? What would you suggest?
I would say the more weight you have to lose, the better this program is, because A, you have Autoship, but B, you never have to fall off the wagon because the food is always there and it's varied. If you have more than 20 pounds to lose, you should get on Autoship. You don't want this to fall to the wayside. And you know what? I always see when people say they lost weight in 6 months, or they lost weight in 2 years, or 19 months. And I say, oh my gosh, 19 months. I live and die by this mantra of my dad. I once was complaining to him that I thought I would love to go to veterinarian school. Why? Because I love animals, not because I'm a good student and could get in, trust me. But I said, but Daddy, it would take me like 7 years. He said, honey, those 7 years are going to go by anyway. So why don't you get where you want to be? And it's the same thing with dieting. If you are thinking, oh my gosh, I've gained 30 pounds, it's going to take me 7 months to get rid of it. Those 7 months are going to go anyway. Where do you want to be in 7 months? And that's honestly how I look at things in life. Where do I want to be? And I do like what they call destination dieting. In other words, if you have an event coming up, they say, oh, don't just do that. I use it as a motivation. If someone said, we have a wedding in June, we postponed it for a year and a half, and now we've got one coming up, and everybody's going to get together safely, we want you to come to the wedding. First thing, what does every woman think of? Oh my gosh, what am I going to wear? Oh my gosh, I can't get into anything. Well,
Right.
Now's the time for you to say, let me jump on the bandwagon. This is for someone who wants to eat the good stuff. And the good stuff is carbs, and carbs are generally poo-pooed, and they're negative because there are good carbs and there are bad carbs. And you don't need to know the difference. We just give you in your little book here what you should eat. Now, you might say, well, what is this? If you eat a really heavy carby meal, like a Thanksgiving dinner, it's got the sweet potatoes and the stuffing and the bread and the pumpkin pie. You get that really delicious feel, and then about 2 hours later you're starved again because it all just digested so quickly. Then you have the good stuff. The good stuff keeps you low and even and steady, so you don't want to dive into the junk food. You don't want to binge at 4 o'clock. And by the way, let me just make sure everyone understands, Sarah, what you do get. You get breakfast, lunch, dinner, dessert. The snacks are yours to fill in. That could be your yogurt, your carrot and celery sticks. It could be 2 ounces of turkey meat. It could be some roast beef. You might have had chicken and you have a couple slices of chicken as a snack. You have what we would call the fill-in snacks. Those are the ones that keep you from binging. And we give you exactly what you can have. In other words, you can have an apple, orange, banana. You can have berries, blueberries, cantaloupe. You can have hummus. Maybe you want to have a slice of whole wheat bread with some peanut butter on it. That's a snack that you may have. So we give you great snacks, and we just suggest what you can make as a snack, but it's nothing that requires prep. You're not sitting in the kitchen trying to put a recipe together. So we give you the yellow breakfast, the blue lunch, the red dinner, the purple dessert, and then 2 times a day we tell you to go ahead and add some of these legal snacks.
Isn't that
every day
so easy?
it is easy. Every day you just look and say, okay, breakfast. I have to have an entree. Today I'm going to have my blueberry muffin, and I'm going to do a yogurt. And then morning snack, I'm supposed to have something that's going to fuel me, give me some, maybe you have the Nutrisystem shakes. We're offering them today as an ancillary item. If you want the shakes, have a shake. But you might just say, okay, I need something to just keep me going mid-morning. Well, I'm going to have a handful of almonds. That'll do it. That actually has long stretch to it. It digests slowly. And then comes lunchtime. You're going to have your Nutrisystem entree. Maybe you're going to have the loaded baked potato, which is really like 2 baked potatoes at least. It's loaded. It is yummy, delicious. And then you can have a salad, slice of tomato. Maybe you want green beans. You like to munch on broccoli. I just love vegetables. I have no problem throwing them on a plate. It's not a big deal. And then you have a snack in the afternoon. Maybe you want to make that shake, as I had mentioned.
Right.
Maybe you want to have yogurt. You have all kinds of options of what you can have. And then you get dinner, and then later on, while you're watching TV, have one of your yummy desserts.
What a brilliant concept. I'm just listening because it actually tells you what you can eat. It's encouraging you to look in your own cupboard, and obviously you can add your own healthy essentials, your fruits, your vegetables, a yogurt, etc. So it is giving you lots and lots of options. It's not boxing you in. If you do want the single shipment, we have about 170 remaining. That's all we have for single shipment. That's why this is not gonna last a day. It's not gonna and I do want to get out to the phones. We have Vicki who's calling in. Vicki, you're live with Sarah and Kathy Levin. Welcome to HSN. Great to have you as part of the program. Vicki, we have your photo that you have been so kind to share with everybody. Vicki, hello. Tell us about your weight loss journey.
Well, I started my weight loss journey July of 2020. I was, doing the COVID diet and put some weight on and realized that I needed to put those brakes on and do some sort of program because for some reason I wasn't able to do it on my own. I used to be able to, but it was just really, really hard. So my boyfriend actually suggested I try the Nutrisystem program. He had already started 2 months prior and he was losing weight. So he really encouraged me to get on it. Got on the phone, talked to one of the counselors for about 2 hours and then, or not 2 hours, 1 hour, but I ended up ordering right then and there. And I thought, okay, I'm going to give it a try. I'll give it a try for 2 months and see how it works. Well, I loved it. I couldn't get enough of it. It was a great program. I liked the food. I liked the structure of it, how they, gave you the breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, how it was color-coded so I can organize it really easy. And I just kept losing weight. And every time I'd get on that scale, it was going down. And I ended up losing 67 pounds in 8 months.
That is amazing.
What does your boyfriend think?
Yeah.
How's your boyfriend feel? Is your boyfriend he's chasing you around the dining room table, I'm sure.
Yes, he is. He tells me every day how great I look and how proud he is of me and how he knew that I could do it and he knew that I was going to stick with it and he knew I was going to do it for more than 2 months. So,
Good for you.
it all worked out. Yeah.
And how does it feel,
Vicki? How
Vicki?
many sizes did you lose? Oh,
No, go ahead, Kathy. That's a great question.
How many sizes?
How many sizes you went? Yeah.
About 8 sizes.
Wow.
Yeah, I had to count that. I did. I lost a lot of sizes. I mean, I went from, wearing like an extra large to an extra small. I went from like a size 16 to like a size 6, 7. So it was really, really big. So I cannot tell you how great I feel. I mean, the energy, I can get up easy now. I was having a lot of aches and pains. I got lazy. I didn't want to do anything. I hated the way I look. Oh, I didn't want to take pictures. I didn't want to go anywhere. Now it's like, go ahead, take a picture. Oh yeah, I want to go here. I want to go there. So it's changed my life for the better, for sure.
I'm sure.
Well, Vicki,
Sure.
thank
And
you so much
people
for
must be
sharing
like,
your
wow.
story with us. It's so inspiring, and we can hear it in your voice. We can hear how this has been so uplifting. This has been energizing. This has renewed your zest and vigor for life. And look at you. It almost looks like you look like a rock star kind of in that after photo. You are ready to take on the world. So, Kathy,
I love it.
you haven't any more questions for Vicki?
No, I just think it's funny that your boyfriend had suggested it, and had he not been on the plan, you probably would have hit him over the head with a fry pan, but he was coming from a place of love, and he was coming from a place of he knew it would work because he was on it. So I think it's wonderful you did it together. That's great.
Yes, we did. We did
Vicki,
do it
have
together,
a wonderful
and it was
day.
great.
Thank you so much for sharing your journey with us.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Okay, you too. Okay, I love that about Vicki and her boyfriend, because this is a wonderful thing you can do together. And studies have shown that if you do a plan with a friend, with a roommate, with a family member, with your partner, with your spouse, and say, you know what, let's do it together, you're more likely to succeed when you've got that buddy. So maybe call your mom, your sister, your daughter, get your roommate, call your partner, your spouse, and say, let's try it together. You can order 2 of these. You can put them both on Autoship. If you do want single shipment, we're counting you down to a complete sellout in the single shipment option, which is you're just getting the 20 days and then you're done. And it's a great way to get started. If you don't have very much weight to lose, or if you just kind of want to dip your toe in the Nutrisystem water, go ahead and do single shipment. But I love Autoship because that means you have the option to continue this amazing journey with your locked-in price today and with the free shipping and handling. So let me remind you everything that you're getting here, because it is a lot of food. It is breakfast, lunch, dinner, and dessert Monday through Friday. So Monday through Friday, you don't have to think about a thing. Here you go. Yellow is breakfast, blue is lunch, red is dinner, and the purple is your dessert. You'll add your own fruits and vegetables, you'll add your own snacks. Obviously, it's great if you want to make this a part of a healthy lifestyle. You want to try exercising. Of course, check with your doctor if you have any questions. But this is the core foundation of your roadmap to success. And you have nothing to lose by giving it a try. For some reason you don't love it when you get it home, you have 30 days to return it for a full money-back guarantee. So this is a lot of food. Okay, we finally got a bigger camera or a wider lens. I don't know how that works. This is all the food that you're getting. So clear a little space in your pantry, find room. The great thing is you don't have to refrigerate these. All you do is pull them out when you're ready to eat and enjoy, and you have everything that you need right here at your fingertips. So there's 2 ways to order. Go to hsn.com. I would do this in the next 10 minutes. We've got an amazing today's special coming up with Beauty Bioscience, and our phone lines are going to be busy. So if you do want single shipment, what's our remaining quantities there? I'll just double check if you do want the single shipment. And then good news, most of you are saying yes to auto shipment. But once your smart deal expires, once it's gone, it's gone. Okay, let's get to the biggest question. And hopefully we've answered that for you already. But Kathy, I want to regroup because everyone is going to wonder, does the food taste good? And I can be the first to tell you, the food tastes amazing. I just had the mac and cheese and the sausage. I had a bite of that amazing chicken barbecue. I had the rotini. So I have been feasting on this food. Let me tell you, the spicy noodles are just incredible. So all you need to do is to jump in right now. You're gonna get in on our smart deal. So Kathy, back to you to help anybody who's watching make this final decision today.
Yeah, sorry about that. My ears just died all of a sudden. It's like, hello, hello, hello. Here's the bottom line. If you have some weight to lose and you are saying, I just don't know, give us 30 days. If you don't like what you see in the mirror, if you're not happy with the program, you have HSN's money back guarantee. Everyone I know who has put on weight has asked me, does it work? And the answer is, if you eat it. If you get the box at home, and by the way, it's brilliantly packed. It comes in a box that's honestly no bigger than maybe a gown box. And if you put it in the pantry, organize it, and then look at the book that tells you when you get up tomorrow, eat this for breakfast. Pick one of these breakfasts and then add a little something. For lunch, pick this and then add your veggies. For dinner, pick this and have some more, maybe steamed veggies. And then you have dessert. But in between, you can have peanut butter and almonds. It's easy. You can take this if you're on the fly to work. If you're like me and you wake up late in the morning and you're always running, grab a bar. It is, you can have coffee, you can have your tea, you can have all your diet sodas. Yes, you can have wine. We recommend no more than 1 glass twice a week. Listen, you're trying to drop weight, not add sugar. It's just not great to do. But if you go out on, let's say you're going out on a Wednesday night to dinner, flip the program. You don't have to do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You can do Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then keep your Wednesday open and call the 800 number on the back of your book. That is your special HSN Nutrisystem member number where you get a nutritional counselor. Say to them, I'm going out on Wednesday. It's sushi. I don't know what to eat. I'm going to a birthday party. Everybody's bringing potluck. It's going to be tons of stuff I can't eat. Help me. They will talk you through so you stay in control. This comes down to not just whatever. It comes down to control. You have to say, I will get this food, I will eat this food, and I will follow this, and I will get the weight off, and you will feel so much better. You will absolutely love getting on the scale every single day as it starts to go down. And nothing beats how, I love what Ken said. You don't know how bad you feel until you feel good.
Oh, I'm devouring these cookies. I figured it was the end of the hour and I already had breakfast, lunch, dinner during the show, Kathy. So maybe I'm ready for dessert. Now, you're not supposed to eat the entire 20 days in 1 hour, but you get the idea. It's so tempting. It really is with all this great food out here. Okay, we've just got a couple minutes left. I just want to remind you everything that you're getting. And again, thank you so much for spending the hour with us. I love learning about health. I love learning about nutrition. And I love shopping from a name brand that you can trust. They are the #1 leader in at-home meal delivery systems. There's no one else. There's Nutrisystem, and then there's everyone else. So if you love the idea of going with a trusted brand, always reinventing their recipes, always working with professional chefs and dietitians, always giving you exactly the portion control that you need. Everybody needs a little helping hand. You can't do it all by yourself. It's hard. So it's not you, it's just real life. Real life is a challenge. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner for 20 days plus desserts. It's a perfect time to jump in. We're selling out of the single shipment. We only have about 150 left in the single shipment. However, most of you are shopping and saying yes to the auto ship, which means you lock in this 20-day meal program as long as you wish. You get another 4 shipments. So if you can take advantage of that, I would do it now. You'll lock in the lowest price that we offer during our smart deal. Let's go out to our phones one more time. Let's say hi to Sandra in New York. Sandra, you're live with Sarah and Kathy Levin. Hi.
Hi, how are you? I never called before, but I have to say this program is absolutely excellent. I lost 45 pounds about 4 years ago, and I've kept it off. But I put on a few, so this is why I'm ordering today. But what I wanted to say is I wanted to compliment Ms. Levine because I think this is the very first time that I've heard somebody break it down so well where you made it understandable. I mean, I wish I had this. I had you before where you're explaining the in-between stuff, the stuff you can have, how to do it, because I think that is what's going to make a lot of people successful, and I really appreciate that. I wanted to make it quick. I know you guys are going to be wrapping up soon, but I just wanted to thank the host, and I want to thank Kathy so much because the way she broke it down it's understandable. It's something that people can say, you know what, it can be done. And it's true, you feel full all the time because you're eating all the time. You're just eating smart in the portions a day.
You're right. Thank you so much. That's very kind of you.
Yes, Sandra, thank you so much. How nice of you to call, and congratulations. That's wonderful, and I hope that inspires you at home. You're not alone. Follow the crowd. Find out why so many men and women across the country have discovered amazing, amazing results with Nutrisystem. Kathy, we only have a few seconds left, but I know it's gonna be a while before you're back, but thank you for this amazing smart deal.
I'll be back in April, but this is what Sandra's talking about. When you are told, go ahead and have certain snacks, and you say, but what? What can I have? This is what we give you, a page of smart carbs. You don't have to worry about carbs. We just tell you the things you can eat, and then we tell you other things you can eat. You have 2 pages. So when it says, pick your entree, pick something you want to eat, and then pick from column A and pick from column B. That's all it is. It's easy. So all you have to do is the first time, go to the market, go around the perimeter. You're going to get your cottage cheese and your yogurt and your cheese sticks, and then all your delicious vegetables and fruits. And then you think about what day you want to start. Just like a new job, think about planning for that day. I'm going to get up and I'm going to eat my breakfast. Mid-morning, I'm going to eat my snack.
You're going to love it.
These pages. Lunch, I'm going to have. And then I'm going to have my snack in the afternoon.
Fantastic.
Everybody else is eating their donuts. I'm doing my thing. And then I have dinner and dessert. And I'm going to succeed.
You
and
are.
You will.
Oh, wow. And you know what? You can't mess this up. Thank you so much, Kathy. Congratulations to all of you. If you call right now, I have one for you. Go online. I have one for you. You can check it all out on hsn.com. Autoship still available. Final call if you want single shipment. But let's do this. Let's do it together. I know you will be successful if you eat the food, you lose the weight. And to keep in line with that wonderful message of wellness, we've got a little message from our very own Andrew Lessman. I'll see you